Hello. Hi, this is Bridget. Well, God woke me up this morning and He wanted me to share something in my spirit. And what came to me was something my son posted. And he said, it's hard to carry on when no one loves you. And for me to hear that kind of made me wonder what my baby's talking about. What was he thinking? Why would he say that? But then I felt the same way. Being married 5, 6 times, and all I wanted after I messed up my marriage with my children dad was to be loved the way I was when I was with him. And for a period of time, I thought my kids didn't love me. But they did when I took sick. When the doctor told him I wouldn't live to see the end of the week. And my cousin said them kids cried and cried. And when they came to see me, I saw it in their eyes. And they said, my girl said, Mama, you act like you can't live without a man. But I'm here for you. You know, I'm here for you. They said, take a break, Mama. Please take a break. And I listened. I had to listen because I was tired too. I was tired too. And I realized when we talk and when we argue, they can't let go of the pain that they're in. Because my counselor said that I had to see a counselor to help me. But she said, Bridget, they love you. Your children love you. But that pain is still there. Just like you working through your pain, they need to work through their pain. So 3 of them is seeking counseling. I just can't get the other 3 to deal with their pain, in which I learned how to deal with mine without crying and really being up there at night. I took the food, and food became my comfort zone. Eating till the food would come up. When I try to lay down, my son hollered, Mommy, you sure all right? Let me tell you how God works. When I first took sick, 2 of my kids, they're twins, we all happened to be on the same street. And if it hadn't not been for them, that was when the time God wanted me to be here. I've been in Baton Rouge twice. But in 2009, God said, now it's her time. Because He knew what I was about to endure that would turn me around and quit using God like He was a part-time job. And quit crying out to Jesus like He was a fool and I'm tricking Him. Because I say, I need you, Lord Jesus. If you help me, Jesus, you died for my sins. You forgive, God forgive. And I walk a straight line. I'm going to be a good pup. And whatever I'm going through ease up, well, yes, indeed. Now I'm slacking up. I even went back to church. I was raised up in church. And I done started slacking up going, here I go again, you know? And so this time he knew that I was going to go through some things that I either follow him. Jesus knew because Jesus was praying for me. So it was like I either follow him and because he going to lead me to his father or I'm going to die out there. Because their arms is open. Either I'm going to choose them or I'm going to choose the world where Satan is roaming. I want to choose God's world where what he's where he's roaming. And which he roaming over there too with the ones that's in the world. But I'm in the world, but I'm not of the world. Because if I go back, I'm going to die out there. And my God has plans for me. He did not bring me from my deathbed. In 2009, I met my husband in 2010. I listened to my children. I did not get married again. But we left at Livingston at the same time because in my mind I fell in love again. And he told me he thought he would never meet another woman. And when he saw my skin falling off my body, like you peeling a banana, the eggs was scared to touch me. And he was there for me every day. He was right there for me. And I asked God to show me a sign. Show me a sign. That was 5 years later after we had met. And he let me see that man there. And my husband, 17 years old. He's 15 years older than me. I'm trying to think. I think he's 17 years older than me. And my second home was 18 years older than me. And the key part about it, both of them named Brown. You know, but different marriages, different situations. And that's when I knew he was the one. I felt he was the one, but I had to be sure. But I promised my children I wasn't going to walk down the aisle again. All the stuff they went through. And for my brother to post not too long ago, it's hard to carry on when no one loves you. I feel it. But he's not talking about mama. Women don't like a good man. But they got some. I saw a lot of them at BRCC when I was working there. Had this virus wouldn't have hit and they shut everything down. I was still been there doing financial aid. And I saw a lot of goody girls. They didn't have a lot of crowd. But I also saw some good young men dressing nice, respectful. And the thing about it that I saw was them walking with somebody outside their race. Some white, some Spanish, you know. But they wasn't walking with a sister. And those sisters, a lot of them there was tattoos all over their body. Shorts on, showing their body. And they think that's going to lead them to love. And you looking at a woman been married 6 times. Yes, I have. But 2015, my husband said, don't worry, baby, this is the last time. Because you going to meet somebody that going to be there for you through the good, through the bad. And he saw me at my worst. He saw me at my worst. But I know my children daddy, my first husband, he would have been there for me too. But in 2000 and what, 2000 and I'm trying to get my thoughts together. So much happened. It's too much. By the time I made 18, I was ready to move on because me and them got married when I was 15. But I came from a good family. They say, no, it shouldn't have come from bad family. That mama was young. My grandmother raised me. My mom was born mentally disturbed. My grandmother did a good job. Bridget Cox at the time was going to do what she wanted to do. She followed that little demon that she carried. She followed it. So she was determined not to let her girls do it. I used to whoop them and whoop them till they got tired. Because I would whoop them for every little thing. I was determined it wasn't going to be me. They didn't have no children until they made 18. But when life hit them, there they go, blaming me.